everybody, thank you so much for watching and welcome to this kind of like a get ready with me or chatty get ready with me. And if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you should, because I recently posted this photo and also a little clip on my Insta stories telling you guys that I'm going to an event and I'm excited, and I got so many messages asking how I did my makeup, what products I used, how I did my hair, can I please do a tutorial? And I actually didn't film it, you know, as getting ready, but I thought, you know, I got so many messages from you guys asking how I did my hair, how I did my makeup, and I personally loved the way it turned out, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So let's just jump straight into this get ready with me. It is going to be a long one because I kind of talk you through it and just chat to you, so let's jump into it. Okay, so I have my makeup bag here. I haven't really done my makeup since that, you know, look that I did, so everything is basically in here that I used. And I'm going to start off with this lip balm that I absolutely love. It's from Oh So Heavenly, and they have it in like I think 6 or 7 different scents or like flavors or whatever you call it. I have every single one. This is my favorite so far. It is the Double the Yum Bubblegum lip balm. So that's the lip balm, and I think also the one reason for my like face that looked so good was because of the skincare that I did, and I used this Lancome Advanced Skinnifique Youth Activating Concentrate, and it's basically a serum. So I'm going to take a little bit of that and just put it on my skin. I did a fake tan yesterday, so there's like fake tan stuck on my face. I haven't rinsed it off as of yet. I've obviously washed my face this morning, but I haven't rinsed off my body tan. And then for my next step for my skincare, I have been loving this Clinique Moisture Surge Extended Thirst Relief, and I own like 2 or 3 products of this in the range, and I've been obsessed with this. So I've been using this lately, and what I like about this is so bouncy. It's not like heavy or anything, so it clogs your pores. It's just that perfect amount of hydration, so you start your makeup on like a smooth canvas. And then I've been pretty much into like hydrating skin products, so you look like glowy and luminous and just healthy. So I have been obsessed with this Love Cosmetics Even Elixir Serum Foundation. I did like a testing Love Cosmetics video that I will link up here for you, and also in the description box if you want to go check that out. But I have been loving this foundation, and like I said, it's a serum foundation, so it kind of adds those extra benefits to your skin. I have it in the shade Rosy Touch, and it is a little bit darker than my actual skin tone, but I have a little bit of a spray tan going on, so it's been like the perfect like bronzy shade for me. So I'm just going to put a few drops of this onto my skin, and then I've been liking to buff it out with this Love Cosmetics foundation brush, and then I'll kind of go in with a second layer with my beauty blender. But I've really been liking the way this blends this foundation. Okay, and then I went in with another layer with a beauty sponge, a damp beauty blender or whatever beauty sponge you have on hand. So I'm basically just going to add a few more drops like in the outer perimeters of my face, like that. Oops. And my forehead, and then I will kind of just pat this on just for that extra layer of coverage. Okay, So now that that is nice and blended, what did I do next? I think I did my brows. So let's do the brows and kind of just let that foundation not matte down, because it's not a matte foundation. It's kind of like a, not a glowy foundation, but it's kind of like a matte, dewy, just a serum hydrating type of foundation. So it's not going to dry matte or anything. I'll set it down with powder now, but I wanted to do my brows first, and the only product basically that I've been using for my brows is the Benefit Brow. I have it in the shade 4, and I've been liking to do a very natural but filled in brow, if you know what I mean. So I kind of just brush them up, and I've been meaning to do like an updated brow routine or something like that. So let me know in the comments if you want to see that. But my brows basically very, very simple. So I'm going to take a little bit of that product, and if you haven't seen my Benefit testing out brow products from Benefit, I will link it down below. But this little brow product comes like this, so you kind of have a little brush on there, and I'm just going to dip this in here, and I kind of take the excess off like this, and then I start in the beginning of my brows. So I basically just draw a line. Oops. And then also, before I continue with that, I've been liking to use this the Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. It's literally just like a clear gel mascara, and sometimes I do it before, which helps the product just blend into your brows a little bit more, and then I go in with the pomade or whatever you're going to use. So like I said, I literally just draw a line like that, and then I focus like on the bottom, and then what I do basically with this little line over here is I just flick it up just to distribute that product into my brow a little bit more. There we go. And then I like to go back in with that brow mascara, and then I just kind of brush the hair up. Like that. Okay, and then for concealer, the product that I have been absolutely in love with, and you can probably see by the packaging, it's totally empty. I've been loving this concealer. It is the Essence Get Picture Ready Brightening Concealer for an instant flawless finish. I have it in the shade 10 Ivory, and it has this little brush applicator, but I don't use that at all. I'm going to see what I can squeeze out of here to do this tutorial for you guys. So I use about that much, and it is a lot, I know, but I basically use it to brighten the center of my face. So I'll apply a little bit kind of like in the center, just like that, and I think that was probably too much, but we'll work with it. And I haven't been using a beauty sponge, I haven't been using a brush, I've been using my fingers. So I think that is like the key to also, one, get the most out of your product. So I probably used way too much, but I'll kind of blend it out. So I should have used probably a little bit less, because sometimes if you use concealer the beauty sponge tends to soak it up, even though you dampen it a little bit. So that is why I've been liking to use my finger, and I literally use like tapping motions like this. It looks absolutely crazy in the viewfinder, but we will work with it. So what I like to do also with my concealer is kind of drag it like on the sides of my nose as well. And then these little edges, I'll take the beauty sponge and kind of just blend it in. Just like that, and then I'll do the other side. And then my chin and my forehead, I've been using the beauty sponge. I just think that it diffuses the concealer a little bit better. Okay, and then around my nose, I've been using my finger as well. To set my under eyes and my entire face, I've been using this powder, and it's the Studio Fix powder from MAC Cosmetics. I have it in the shade NC20, and this is a little bit too light for me at the moment because I'm like spray tanned and I have like fake tan and all that on. But I feel like it doesn't give a lot of color, so what I will do is, to keep that brightness under my eyes, I'll take a little brush from Real Techniques. This is a setting brush, and I'll kind of just tap that powder around like my under eyes, just to set that down, and like on the sides of my nose as well, and then also on my nose. And then for the rest of my face, I take this Love Cosmetics powder brush, and I literally take like a dusting, and I kind of just, I don't know, I think this has been like setting my makeup, but it hasn't like mattified it completely, and I'm kind of going in circular motions with this as well. Okay, so it's like a little bit matte to the touch, but as the evening goes by or the day goes by, your skin kind of gets a little bit dewy from the products you put onto your skin beforehand. And I think by the time that I filmed, you know, that Snapchat story or the Insta story, and I took that picture, my face was kind of like set down because I was in a hot car and I was like running around before I left, so I was kind of like dewy and kind of starting to sweat. So by setting your makeup just enough to hold it but not to like completely mattify it, especially for summer, I think is so pretty. So that is basically the face for like foundation, concealer, powder, and then the bronzer that I have been in love with for such a long time. I'm sure you guys are completely sick of hearing about this bronzer and it doesn't even have like writing on it anymore. It is from Catrice Cosmetics, and it's called the Sun Glow Mineral Bronzer, and I have it in the shade 10 Golden Light. I really want to pick up the medium one because I'm tanned. It is a little bit, you know, I can go a little bit darker, but I use a lot of it. So I'm taking this little brush from Essence, and it's a blush brush, but I've been loving it for bronzing and contouring and blush and just all that. So I don't use contouring that often. I use bronzer for my contour. So this blush brush is like slightly angled, so I kind of use it in the contours of my face and just like go in circular motions and just bronze up my skin as you would normally like do bronzer. So just go at the back of my cheekbones, and like I said, I use a lot of this. And then I also go like by my temples over here, and with my temples I kind of just tap it just like this, and I also blend it into my hairline. Okay, so I think that is basically bronzer done. And while we are on, I don't know, let's just go to blush quickly and then we'll come back to the eyes. So for blush, I have been obsessed with this Ray Beam mineralized blush from MAC. It's just this little small blush, and like I said, it's from MAC. I purchased this recently and I've been looking for like a baby doll blush, and this is just my kind of blush, but I forgot about this. This is also from Catrice, and if you don't want to splurge on a blush like this, then this is probably your second best. I kind of used both of these on the day, so yeah, I kind of just used a mixture of these. So this blush looks like this, and I've used it so much I've kind of forgotten about it, like I said, but it's called the Blush Artist Palette, and it's in the shade 20 Coral I Need. And I kind of just, I remember I started with this and I just put a little bit of that on my cheeks, and then I went in with this MAC one because I just that extra. So I kind of used both of them. But I mean, if you look at this palette, it's very similar to kind of like this family. I think this blush is very similar to this middle one, but the middle one doesn't have shimmers. So by swirling all of these together like this, you kind of get that perfect like blush shade. And call me crazy, but I like to blend my blush with the rest of my face, so I don't only use it on the apples of my cheeks. I kind of just, you know, blend it all over. I think that looks really pretty, so I think that's enough for blush. I'm going a little bit overboard. And then to the eyes, so this was basically my face. I don't know where my all-nighter Urban Decay all-nighter spray is. I normally use that one, but I kind of used this one recently and I've been really liking it. It is the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour makeup locking setting spray. I kind of prefer the Urban Decay one, but this one is very similar and very close. So I use this one on the night, but I mean, you can use any type of setting spray. You can always also use rose water, or you can just spritz a little bit of water on your face and just tap it in with your beauty sponge like I'm going to do now. So I basically just put a little bit of this, a little bit, that's like an understatement, and then I just go over that just to kind of do the like a layering of the foundation. So that's what I did. And then for the eyes, I used this little brush, and I've been using this brush for like the last month or so, and it's the Love double-ended eyeshadow brush. I forgot to contour my nose, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to use that same bronzer, and I'm just using the fluffy side, and I haven't been contouring my nose too much, but I've kind of just put some shadows on the sides of my nose, literally like this. I don't know, I just think it ties the entire look together. So I have a very small nose, I don't have a big nose, I don't have a skew nose, it's like a little ball nose. So what I want to do is just elongate it a little bit. So I focus on the tip and I stop kind of like in the middle, and I do the same on the other side. So I used to go like really far back, like attaching it to my brows, but I kind of did it a little bit differently with this specific event that I went to, and I don't know, I really liked the way it looked. So I found the perfect nose contour for me. I kind of take this setting brush that we used for under the eyes. I don't have any product on it. I basically just diffuse that bronzer on my nose. So that is basically, I keep on saying that. I use the Soft and Gentle highlighter. This is called the Soft and Gentle Mineral Skin Finish highlighter. This lighting is going all weird, I don't know. So basically I just take a little bit of that, and I haven't been taking a small brush, I haven't been taking a highlighter brush, I've been using this brush, and I kind of just go like that, and that's basically what I've been doing. So I don't know, I find that that very harsh line of highlight just looks silly to me, so I like to use a bigger brush and kind of just put it on the areas where the light will naturally hit your face and on your temples. I need a little bit more on the temples. And I take that setting brush and I put a little bit on my nose, my cupid's bow. Okay, so we're finally ready for the eyes. I've been taking this same eyeshadow dual eyeshadow brush from Love. I've kind of been, you know, using the same things and kind of minimizing my makeup efforts. Because obviously I have my makeup bag for traveling and when I go to Brent's house, and you know, just to make my life a little bit easier. So to carry like 6,000 brushes is just not ideal, so I try to use the same brushes and kind of just finding a medium so that it's convenient for me and also for you guys, because I mean, to be honest, most of you probably don't have 1,000 brushes in your collection. You kind of just need a few face brushes, one eyeshadow brush that's kind of like dual ended, and I mean that's perfect. So I'm going to use that bronzer that we used for the face, and this is kind of like my everyday eye look. So I've basically just put this on my entire lid just like that. Very messy, but looks very beautiful. So I put this on my eyes, and then also on the bottom. So just take a little bit of product and I just blend it like underneath. And then going back to this blush, I basically just like swirled these together. It looks very silly and like amateur like, but that is basically what I did. And then I just topped off that bronzer just to give it, you know, I don't know, like I want it to look like a Caribbean goddess or something. And I just wanted everything pink and shimmer and bronze and golden on my face on that day. So that's basically, you know, the eye look. It's very simple. That is basically what I did on the eyes. And then for, you know, the rest of the eyes, I used this Essence Liquid Ink waterproof eyeliner gel liner, and I'm basically just going to draw like a really thin line on my lash line just to thicken up the lash line a little bit more. So that's what I did for like liquid liner. I didn't do like a big wing because I wanted the lashes to be the star. Okay, and then for mascara, I can't remember which one of these I used. I think I used the Estee Lauder, but I think I went in with a little bit of this as well because obviously that's in my makeup bag and that's the mascara that I use. This one is from Estee Lauder. I have no idea what this is called, and this is the Essence False Lashes Effect mascara. So I'm going to use both of them because that's what I think I did. So I'm going to go in with this one first. I went for a lash lift last week, so my lashes are like really lifted and curled, but I've been struggling to put mascara on them because they're so curly. So I'm just going to put a little bit of the Essence one on top of that. And not like the mascara matters all that much because I wore false lashes. So the mascara doesn't matter that much, to be honest. But I like to put mascara on before I put the lashes on because this just, you know, increases the longevity of your lashes. You can use them a lot more than you would if you put mascara on them. So the lashes that is my total go-to is the Eyebrow London texture number 117, and it's a long angled lash with a twisty messed up finish. They kind of look like eyelash extensions, and a lot of people ask me every single time I wear these, are you like, did you get your eyelashes done, did you go get extensions? And then I'm like, no, it's Eyebrow London number 117. But I specifically bought this one because this one over here says pre-glued, and you get the pre-glued one and then you get the adhesive included one. And I wanted to buy this one specifically because I got a lot of messages from you guys, you know, when you pick up these lashes, you're like, which one? I don't know which one. And they're basically the same. The adhesive included just has adhesive. This one doesn't have like any adhesive, it's just the lashes, but it comes with this stupid like pre-glued band, and I think that is the stupidest idea. So I'm gonna show you, like, I literally like take this off. That's the little band. So that's the little gluey band that I'm gonna throw away. And then I'm just gonna do the other one real quick. And then the glue that I use is literally the Eyelure glue. This is from a previous lash set or strip lashes that I bought, so just keep them. So I'm basically just going to put this on here and then stick it onto my lashes. So what I do is I basically do both. Oops. So I'll put glue on both of them if I don't stop dropping them. So I literally just put a little bit of glue on the lash band, and then I go back to the first one that I did, and then I'll blow on it a little bit, and then I'll stick it on my eyeball. And then what I'll do is I'll take this mascara, and I know I said that I don't put mascara on them, but I kind of just do like a tiny bit, or at least I don't normally do this, but that's what I did on that day that I did my makeup, because they were kind of old lashes. Like, I used them a couple of times, and to me they look prettier as you use them because they kind of get their own shape. But I mean, that was literally the last time I could have used them, so they looked very like wispy and just pretty. So I'm trying to, you know, put a little bit of mascara on them to make them look lived in, if you know what I mean, so that we can just achieve that same look. And I'm kind of just pushing them down because they are very wispy and I have a very short eye space. And then for lower lash mascara, I always use this. That's why I have two mascaras in my makeup bag, because I normally use this for my top lashes and I use the Estee Lauder for my bottom lashes. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on. Okay, and that is basically it. Before I put a little bit of my lips on, I'm going to spray a lot of this on because that's what I did. And then I'm going to do the tapping of the beauty sponge again, just to look extra like dewy but not oily, if you know what I mean. Okay, and then for lips, I use two products and it's been my favorite go-to lip combo. It is this liner, and if I can find it, yes, Pure Zen from MAC. So this lip liner, I actually have it like all over the place. I have like two half ones because I use them so much, and it's like my go-to liner because for my skin tone and especially for my hair and all that, this is like the perfect nude. So this is the Essence lip liner in the shade 11 in the nude, and I basically, remember, I moisturize my lips, so it's very important to moisturize your lips. So I basically just colored in my entire lip with this, and then I went in with more of that lip balm, just so that this lipstick we are going to apply doesn't look like cracky, because it is like a cream sheen lipstick. So it's in the shade Pure Zen Pure Zen, and it's like my favorite lipstick at the moment. Moving on to the hair and my body and all that, I do want to say the main thing I think, or the reason why I think my whole look just tied together, was because of my tan. I did use a Loving Tan ultra dark mousse for my body, and then on the day I went in with this. This is the Loving Tan Bronze Shimmer Luminous Cream in ultra dark, and I basically just applied it with this little mitt that I got as a gift with purchase. So it's basically just like a bronze cream. Let me just put my hair back. I've got like a little sports bra on so I don't like mess on my outfit. So this is basically what I did. I just applied some of this to my body, and it just gave me this luxurious like tan look, and I really liked it. So this is definitely coming with me to Cape Town, because I mean, this is like a holiday must-have product. Okay, and then for my hair, I'm sure you'll be able to notice that my hair is a lot longer, so I added a few of these extensions into my hair because they are a little bit lighter than my own hair. So I just wanted to have like a beachy mermaid goddess type of look, so I just added a few of these extensions into my hair. If you haven't watched my extensions video, if you want to know a little bit more about the brand and all that, I will leave a link for that in the description box. And I did pin curls, so I basically just took the curling iron and like wrapped it around, and then I took it down and I just pin curled it up like this. Whoops. And then I basically did that with like majority of my hair. Okay, and then when you take them out, you end up with like this beachy goodness. So that is basically the curls. And then what I did was I took my paddle brush, this one is from GHD, and I just back combed like this front part. You can see the extensions in here. Whoops. So I basically just back combed that and just made like a huge messy, I don't know, like I basically just played with my hair and just thickened it out. And then I took some hairspray and I sprayed it while holding it up like this. And all over. And then what I did was with this piece is I basically like pinned it back. So I just pinned that back, and then secured it with another pin, and then I had like the other hair falling on top of it. Okay, so that was basically the hair. So it was really big, really, like, you can't even see how long these extensions are, but they are so pretty. You probably don't need the extensions, but I just feel like it added something to this look. So that is basically how I achieved this look. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long, but if you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really supports my channel. And then if you are here for the first time, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe, and if you have been here before and you watch my videos, you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and turn on the bell for notifications. And then I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!